fantastic song here on Game Time. The product of athletics is not wins and championships. It's the development of lifetime values and respect for the game. Please join us in showing your good sportsmanship and respect for those who play, coach, and officiate these events, and help those lessons extend beyond this game and into the classrooms and our daily lives. Time for more great tunes here on Game Time.
Listening to Game Time. Play like a champion today.
Iowa Valley Soccer Game of the Week. Music's pumping. Dan Conley, Tim Walsh. We have a new cameraman, Gavin Conley, testing him out today, replacing Chris Platten.
Yeah, trial by fire for Gavin, but it's going to be a good game. This is a nice venue to go see. I see the Eagles nest that was here several years ago when we came here for the girls' game is still here. We'll see if there's an eagle that flies in it later on, but like you said, it feels there's some juice in the air here. The music's playing. It seems like both teams are raring to go, and I think we're going to have it gonna have a treat of a game here.
All right, let's take a look at the formations for Lakeview coming in a 4-2-3-1. We're looking at Brill. We're looking at Ishmael. We're looking at Simone. That's what we're going with. Sorry, buddy. That's what you are for the day. So lots of good players on the Lakeview side. They're looking to control the middle and get it up to their target player. On the other side, South Range playing the 4-3-3, trying to get it up to Naples, DeMuzio, and Juden to score the goal. Dan, they played already 7-1, but I have a feeling this is going to be a different scoreline.
Yeah, that's the one advantage of playing teams twice. You get a second crack at them. You get to learn a little bit about yourself, about the other team, and you get the game plan. And I think the second time you play each other, that really shows the coaching and adjustments that are who can make the adjustments and how it's going to unfold.
So, as we get started, everyone's crossing T's. The odds they got a blow-up bulldog over there.
That's some word alliteration.
Hey,
blow-up bulldog. I'm also excited to see, Colin Angle from South Range, the goalkeeper there.
Absolutely. Coming in this year, he's probably one of our spotlight players we'll take a look at in a little bit. But as the game gets going, we're going to step aside and let them do the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening. Welcome to Lakeview High School on a beautiful September evening, Thursday under the lights, as the Lakeview Bulldogs play host to the South Range Raiders. Lakeview High School and South Range High School are members of the Ohio State Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals, and while play may be fierce, all in attendance are reminded that this is a game between youngsters and that sporting behavior is expected. Let's begin our team introductions this evening with our visitors from South Range, beginning with number 4, Kason Whitmer. Number 6, Amy Freed. Number 7, Ayan Patel. Number 13, Logan Trummer. Number 15, Miles Wolfong. Number 23, Owen Fowler. Number 31, Caleb Pringer. And your starters tonight for the Raiders, goalkeeper Colin Engel. Number 2, Cooper Marks. Number 3, Stephen DeMuzio. Number 5, David Eckerd. Number 8, Stanley Majelski. Number 10, Mason Naples. Number 11, Jackson Thomas. Number 14, Eli Juden. Number 17, Zach Frommel. Number 21, Zach Juden. And number 25, Ani Carolyn. The Raiders are coached by Dan Yargo, assisted by Joe Staffeld and Caden Sheehan. And now, tonight's lineup for your 2025 Lakeview Bulldogs. Beginning with number 28, freshman midfielder Mason Wolford. Number 30, freshman defender Colton Elliott. Number 29, freshman forward D.C. Costas. Number 27, freshman and our starting goalkeeper tonight, Matthew Corp. Number 1, sophomore midfielder Nicholas Schultz. Number 26, sophomore midfielder Michael Oleski. Number 5, sophomore defender Dominic Morales-Stitt. Number 9, sophomore midfielder Hunter Brielle. Number 7, junior defender Ethan Phelps. Number 6, junior midfielder Abdul Ismail. Number 22, senior defender Nathan Palucci. Number 3, senior midfielder Evan Hahn. Number 8, senior defender Dylan Carpenter. Number 23, senior midfielder Aiden Barnott. And your captains tonight, number 4, junior forward and captain Easton Bradley. Number 10, senior forward and captain Tyler Simone. And number 2, senior midfielder and captain Brandon Toots. Your Bulldogs are coached by Nick Picholo, assisted by Anthony Augustine, Kyle Brown, Anthony Lendenko, and Marissa Brown. And now, if you would please rise, remove your caps, and join in singing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
It's mid-September, but it feels like July 4th out here.
It is weird.
And that's the weather I'm talking.
Yeah.
Our officials for tonight's game.
All right, this is something I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And Carl Schneider, and our center tonight, Kevin Meyer. Folks, have a great game tonight.
All right. Little pregame prayer, it looks like. And I'm assuming that's Easton Bradley on the crutches. I could be wrong. That's my guess.
It is wild how we keep mentioning how it's getting later in the year. The weather's been perfect, and the weather feels like it's getting hotter. You know, it's warm up in the booth today, but I'd rather take that than a frigidly cold, rainy day any day of the week there. This is a nice facility here in Lakeview. A nice little compound, softball field off to the left, baseball field off to the right, and some practice soccer and football fields out there as well. It's a nice neighborhood campus too, where you just kind of go through a neighborhood and hey, there's the high school.
Yeah, it doesn't feel industrial or institutionalized. We've been to places and it has. It felt like half a jail.
Surprised they let us leave. So just off the rip, looks like how Lakeview's going to kick off. Blowing the bet's going to go back, then a big boot forward. Going to give it to Das Boot off the rip here. There it is.
Das Boot.
It's a nice. If you're calling angle right there, that's the perfect way to get the game started. Just a nice, easy bouncing ball to yourself, and now you're in the game. As we mentioned earlier, Lakeview beat South Range 7-1 earlier in the year, and we're not saying we're expecting the same outcome here, but I know we both know that both teams have improved since that earlier result.
And I forgot to set the scoreboard back on our graphics, so it's back to 0-0 now. Not our last game.
It'd be crazy if the game ends that same score.
If it does, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket after this. That's a pretty good ball just outside the defender. Keeping possession, trying to keep it across and switch fields.
Yeah, Abdul Ishmael, he's in the middle of the field, number 6 there. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. When he's dribbling, he's got his head up the whole time, looking for options. That's perfectly what you need for like a number 8 center mid type player.
But he's number 6, Dan.
You're right.
I'm just messing with you.
There's Brandon Toots. I believe we saw Lakeview last year at the end of the year, like the last game we did.
Lakeview at Hubbard.
Yeah.
Lakeview ended up getting the tie and stopping Hubbard from winning conference in 2024.
Angle has got a boot.
Jesus, what's that?
That was like a 70, 60-yard punt right there.
See, that's the thing about turf that I absolutely hate. Love turf. It's consistent. The ball rolls on the ground. Everything's fine. But when it's bouncing, it feels like it never wants to stop bouncing. It's almost like you have to use a foot saw to keep it from doing
It was like they're playing a hot potato that they couldn't touch it. It kept bouncing around them. Just off the rip, looks like South Range is playing a high line, a very high line, offside strap, straight line. So we'll see how often they try to pull it off. Not too many teams play the outside trap in it nowadays.
Yeah, we were just talking about that a couple games ago, if not last game.
Toots looks like a soccer player.
Yeah. Got like the shaggy hair look.
Mm-hmm.
Man. That is a weapon.
It is.
You know what I don't know? If he ever had an assist off a punt like that. I'm sure it has to happen.
I know a goalie has scored off a punt like that. Nick Shealy back in the day scored from a punt that bounced in a puddle of water, skipped into the goal.
Do you know that if he would have thrown it, I know you can't throw it from, well, you could. I don't know how, but it's not physically impossible. It does not count as a goal. The goalie handles it and throws it into the net of the opposition.
That's something I've never thought about, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Try, though.
Yeah.
I think if you can do that, you should be given a goal.
Yeah, I agree.
Regardless of the rules.
Don't let the rules get in the way of a good play.
Ishmael again winning the ball for Lakeview.
Looks like he might be offsides.
Yeah, I think it's
Sulk.
Sulk.
All right, we're here at Don Richards Stadium, 76 degrees, and the moon is just approaching. Some foliage changing color in the distance. Another beautiful setting for us to be at for the Steel Valley Soccer Game of the Week. Hey, visibility's 9 miles, in case you wanted to know. In case that 777 that went above us earlier needed to know that.
Sorry, I mispronounced Nicholas's last name. It's not Sulk, it's Schulz.
Never would have guessed that. Thank
Nope.
you to the gentleman in the booth that helped us out with that.
Looks like South Range is playing a very narrow 4-3-3. Looks like they got double holding mids, but there's a lot of space between the double holding mids and the back line.
Like the little triangle in the middle.
Yeah. Well, the power triangle.
Yeah.
At least that's what I call it.
I know that if you have some strong players and you can get that width and those outside defenders can cover that space and outside forwards control and can communicate, I find that difficult to play. But what do I know?
That's a good ball, and I know they're not going to get the end of that. But to beat a high line, a square ball, then a ball over the top that's good to get the defense, get their timing off on that ball coming in. Quick throw to Toots right there. The number 25.
You keep wanting to put an S on his name, don't you?
Yeah. Schulz.
No, Toot.
Oh, yeah. I think I did that last year, too.
You did. Sorry.
Just buzz me every time. I did without even...
We got our first shot. While that ball goes out, let's take a look at Brandon Toot. Number 2, he's a senior midfielder, 13 goals, 6 assists last season. First team all-district, first team all-conference, and made our honorable mention for the all-Steel Valley Soccer. I think that if they're going to score, if they're going to do something in the attacking half, it's going to be through him.
Yeah. Whether it finishes or he distributes it, 100% correct, and that's him.
We agree.
That's a great ball from Michigan. Oh, he's offsides, but I like the idea, though.
As they go and find it, let's take a look at Colin Angle, who's been getting some work already with his 70-yard punts, all counting honorable mention. This year, he has 7.6 saves per game and 4 shutouts in the 2025 season. So he's having himself a heck of a year so far.
Yeah, South Range has 4 wins. All their 4 wins have been through shutouts. That's
Dang.
crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't think of that. Good eye.
Looks like South Range has some size on their back line, too. They got some decently sized center backs. And something else I noticed through both starting lineups is there's quite a bit of underclassmen playing on both teams. Like South Range they have a gigantic freshman class, whether they're starting or not. They have a lot of freshmen out there.
Oh, yeah? I found that throw. Is that a throw?
That was a free kick.
Okay. Whew. I was going to say, that thing was a rocket.
Jackson Thomas, number 11. He does not look like a freshman out there.
That's a
South
good
Range.
ball here. There's
Handball?
My favorite outside of the foot pass.
This is a good vantage point, and well, I can see the numbers. I don't know about you, Tim, but
No, I'm pretty good with the numbers. This is nice. I don't know how. Like, I feel like we're not any closer than we normally are.
maybe we're just overcorrecting from Monday.
Yeah.
2, that's a great ball, great run. Oh, tic-tac-toe. Angle with the save.
Brill gets to it. Is that number 9? That is Hunter Brill, the sophomore.
Scholes with the shot, long distance.
I think Angle had that covered if it dropped down low enough.
Yeah, that ball was dipping. But I completely agree with you there. I feel like it's not getting cooler inside this box here.
We opened the windows and
You know, it's weird. I feel like we're sweating more than the players are.
we might be.
And that speaks more bad for us than it does for anything else.
Has nothing to do with diet or lack of exercise.
I tell myself that every day when I look at myself.
Ooh. Good shot.
Ooh.
Post or top post?
It's called a crossbar, but wait.
They want a corner?
I think that's a corner. It looked like it hit off Angle's hand off the crossbar.
Get out.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Be the first corner of the game. I think that was number 10 for Lakeview. They're taking a shot. Tyler Simone.
That's what we're going with. Leading.
Oh, Toot putting that back across the goal. Boy, whatever defender that was just saved the goal right there. There's Angle coming out and gobbling that up. Again, I didn't see what number that was on a South Range team that saved that goal that deflected off his foot, but that ball was hitting the back of the net if he didn't do that.
Yeah, but you figure 10 games, he's averaging 7.6 saves. That's 76 saves already. And that sounds about right for the amount of shots he's already taken today in the first 10 minutes.
Yep, 7.6 through 10 games in. That's
the math.
That's the math. The maths.
I'll say this. It feels like this field should be a little bit wider. And I know that they have a sand pit over there for track.
Yeah.
But over on this side, they probably have about 5 yards they could have came over this side. But it'd be off center.
You're right. I didn't even realize how narrow it was.
Yeah.
How close the football field lines are to the end line.
as you're watching, if you have a score you want to see scroll across the bottom of the screen, call our number 33, or let me take that back. Don't call our number. Text our number 330-333-0027. Let us know. We've already had some teams and some scores coming in. We're going to put those down pretty soon.
What happens if you call it? Oh, there's
Mason Naples.
yeah, Mason Naples
Just a bit outside.
Got our first sub of the day coming in.
What if they call us?
Yeah.
Unless Chris is picking up at home, we're not answering.
Yeah, I just didn't know it. I hope our answer machine's like 8675309 for a good time. There you go. We play short here, keep possession.
Along with the scores we have down here, Mineral Ridge winning at 1-0 over Heartland Christian. I believe we had earlier today the Lakeview Bulldogs winning 6-0 over the girls South Range team. Austintown Fitch is up 2-0 on Harding with 30 minutes left to go in the game. In the first half, excuse me. JFK girls with the win, 3-1 over Hubbard. And I think that's all. Oh, I forgot to.
Now you hit it.
Yeah, I'm backwards right now.
That explains why you can't see the numbers. What's that? What is it?
What, on the ball right now?
No, I thought you had more things. Sorry, I thought you had more things to bring in, like more scores.
No, I think that's all for right
Okay. Hey, what, 25 for South Range Carolyn. He's on the ball right now. He's done a good job of just keeping his body in front of the ball. That was close. Ishmael, I think he hit Solch of Lakeview. And Lakeview's been knocking on the door. We're about 13 minutes in. They've been knocking.
They've enjoyed the possession too, but that big boot and that quick counter could get them. Another score coming in. Boardman down 1-0 to Howland at halftime. Boardman keeper just stopped a PK with 11 seconds left to go in the first half.
That's a big momentum shift at the end of the half there, then.
Uncle Mo.
South Range, they've been bended, but they have not broke yet. Finding Shoals.
Ooh, just couldn't get enough on to put it right at him.
Yeah, Shoals there. If he can get his body, his hips turned around a little bit, he'd have had a better strike on the ball. For a keeper of Angle's ability, it's going to take a much better effort than that. But again, Lakeview's knocking. If you give him that ball again, I bet you he buries it. It's a great layoff. There's Ethan Phelps right there.
Dan, we're going to switch gears for just a second here.
Mm-hmm.
When you're playing basketball and you miss a shot, but your teammates get it and give it back to you, what do they yell to you?
Shoot. Again. Pass. Brick.
So if you miss the first one, they rebound and give it to you. It's 2 for $1.
Oh.
So we're going to have was it Solch?
Yeah.
He misses that when he gets it again. It's 2 for $1 for him.
I take it you've heard that a lot, Tim, when you're playing basketball.
You know what, Dan? You know I have.
Okay. Explains why I don't know it. So that's a heck of a throw in there. Cooper Martz on the ball. That was a slide, and that ball hit him in the face. That's so unlucky.
Looks like Fitch is going to get the better of Harding tonight. It's 3-0. Jackson Pockinicky, 2 goals and an assist, and they're not even halfway through the first. So I think Harding's taking their knocks this year. I love Coach Tilden. I think he does a great job. Great program. Sometimes you just got a down year.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have the horse to win the race. Every coach knows what that's like. There's Toot on the ball. Angle coming out and gobbling up again.
These two teams have met only 17 times. I feel like this should have been more, being in the same conference for a little bit. But South Range enjoying 12 wins to 4 losses and a tie with a plus 38 goal differential. So Lakeview looking to get a little get back here today.
Yeah. And both teams were a wagon in the day and age. South Range was, they were a state title contender for a while there.
Yeah, they made it to a state championship, I think possibly twice, if not Final Four twice.
Yeah, I remember when they had Brandon Youngs on the team.
Brandon Youngs was so fast. When we coached against him, he like galloped past.
He had D1 offers for soccer, basketball, and baseball.
He was good, and he wasn't the only one, but he was one of those. And I think he broke his leg his senior year.
He did?
At Ursuline. Couldn't follow out the plan, but he played at Mount. He might still. I don't know. Has enough time gone past? Would he have graduated?
I think so.
All right. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that was like 2016, 17, huh?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Does the air conditioning fly when we're having fun? That would be amazing.
We got 23 minutes left. That means we're about 17 minutes in. South Range, they need to start getting some possession, but they are. Look how high the line is. The line's on the 35-yard line, so they're shortening up the field on Lakeview quite a bit. I don't know if this is something that South Range does all the time or if this is an adjustment that they saw from the first time they played. It looks like Lakeview's trying to hit Shoals and Toot with the ball. Ishmael's the one playing it in, and South Range is pushing up, not allowing that pass to come through. I think they're used to having a little more space to make those runs and passes. Lakeview's had looks. They just haven't been able to get it in yet.
I think the more narrow field allows the defense to be more compact. I don't know if you just said that. I feel like you might have.
It sounded better when you said it, to be honest with you. There's Naples on the ball. Good turn.
Onside, does a good job. Tries to keep it in. Does. Goes out for a throw. Anyone with a long throw. This is prime narrow field situation.
That's Miles Wilfong, the freshman out there, winning a throw-in for South Range. Cooper Martz with the throw for South. Nope. He's laying it off for Caroline.
Carolina freshman?
Junior.
Excuse me.
A decent throw there. He found Naples.
Yeah.
Lakeview themselves furnishing a freshman goalie, Matthew Corp. Thomas for 11. They're winning. Thomas for South Range doing a good job winning that ball. Naples is strong on the ball. Ooh, that was a hard shot there.
Do you think there's a little bit of, you see the other guy punting at 70 yards, you feel like, man, I can't get shown up like that.
Right, and I also think if you're on your receiving end of that, you're like, please don't kick it to me. I don't want to have to receive this ball.
I am not heading this one. That's a good ball, and that's a good timed ball.
Yeah, that is a foul. It's right outside the box. We'll see if they give him anything there.
I wouldn't imagine, and I wouldn't call it a dog zone. They had some defenders there.
Yeah, for sure not.
See, like I said, the competition between two people. Just one yells, you got to yell it louder. The Stan Marsh over here.
I got a feeling Ishmael's going to do something special here.
He did. That wasn't a bad shot on goal. Looked like it has some pace to it. Looks like it has some curl, but there's a reason Engel's our spotlight player of the game.
That's 6 saves so far for Engel.
What happens if he scores one? If he saves one more? How many would that be?
That'd be 7. He'd be still hitting the under though.
A good ball in. That's a great ball to keep. Nope, don't want to do that. Goes out for a goal kick. And look at our clock being right on time with their clock. Thank God nothing has stopped yet.
You had 17 minutes right now?
Shut up.
I know, it's 2019. Sorry.
Yeah, I did look for a second like, wait, do I?
Now, if you're South Range here, all you need to do is get a little possession. You see you have Naples up top. He's got a good strike on the ball. He's got a strong player. Just keep some possession in midfield. Take some pressure off your defense, and you'll be doing it just fine. Hey, with Toot and Ishmael in the middle of the field, that's such a great pairing.
And Briel, the sophomore, he's been kind of counteracting what's going on there, filling in the gap between the defenders and the mid. As he gives it death boot, we want to thank our sponsors. You see them scrolling at the bottom of our score bug. All the ladies and gentlemen who help us do what we do. You see them, Give them a thank you. If you see their name across, you're like, oh, I know the person who works there. Text them right now. Let them know. As you see it come across. They're definitely appreciated.
That's a great ball in the back to keep possession. I think it was Corp.
Yeah.
Gabriel right there.
And that's a great ball inside. And
A big switch here if they can find. I can't see who that is on the far side for Lakeview. They got it. Trying to find him just a little bit under kicked.
and that wasn't the one you were thinking of, right?
It was the far side, but if they could have, or just miss it, I think.
High pressure helps you keep it in their half. What do you think of the late start, the 7:30 start? Because they're doing, without JV teams, they do a girls and boys game together and get it all done in one fell swoop.
Right. I mean, it gives us, as a player, I always like later games. The quicker the game can get our lights, the better it is for me. So, as a player, I like it. I don't know.
I
What
would have to say that's a foul on
Lakeview.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's on it. Referee.
Yeah.
I didn't catch his name, but calling a good game so far. 20 minutes in.
How about that? The same call on the same two players, but opposite both times.
And no one's arguing this one.
Right.
Stay tuned after the game. Check our socials for our...
Steel Valley Soccer's Player of the Game.
We'll gift them with a T-shirt, a pin, a bag, a free Papa John's pizza, courtesy of Cal Betts.
Yeah, but I'm impressed with Ishmael. His field presence, his field commander out there.
And playing through a little bit of that contact, too.
Yeah. He's what I would refer to as like an engine midfielder. Everywhere. Kind of always there.
Is he like your soccer idol, Pirlo?
No, Pirlo was definitely everything but the engine. He was casually strolling, just making plays. Like Paul Scholes.
I have a question. Do you think the kids know who Paul Scholes is? Do you think they know who Andres Pirlo is?
Yeah, yes. Scholes, maybe not. Pirlo, I feel like they would. Pirlo played in the MLS, so probably when these kids were born. I just not thought of that.
Angle off his line. That might not be where he wants. Oh, my God.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Nicely done.
That's the 11th shot for Lakeview of so far.
Which means one of two things. They're just taking shots from far out. Get them, or... Is that a bat? What was that?
Wasn't an eagle.
Still here. Let's take a look.
Thomas with the free kick, sorry.
That's okay. Jackson Thomas, 3 assists, leading the team, and goals Mason Naples with 8. So we're trying to get those two combined.
That was a weird...
Ooh. And I think...
That was almost a card on Ishmael there when he charged that ball.
Yeah. I think that if I'm their coach, I'm yelling, hey, how come we're not stopping that?
Yeah. But regardless of that, Naples almost created some magic on that, trying to hit like a back heel.
That would have been a very good contender for goal of the year. We don't have they have the Puskas Award.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have a name for that.
We do.
Someone who scored a bunch of goals before, like the Kiki Willis
Right.
goal of the year, Larry Lensick goal of the year.
Yeah, we just go off how long we've been doing this. Like Andrea Maddox always had a goal in there. Or the person who was always in there the most was Michael Daly, the goalie from Poland. Oh,
Man,
wouldn't that be something, naming a goal of the year award after the goalie that it gets scored?
that it gets scored on all
Yeah,
the time.
because that's the kind of goal it took to score on Michael Daly. Was that kind of goal?
I think his senior year, there's 4 in the top 10 that were against him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, he was a good sport about it, too.
Yeah. Again, Lakeview getting down there, they're knocking on the door. They just lack that little bit of quality just before the shot's coming in.
Well, we have their leading goal scorers, Toot with 10, and leading assist is Ishmael with 6.
Not surprising at all.
Can we call him Rocket Ishmael? That's all. When I see the name, that's what I think of, the wide receiver from Notre Dame. I don't know what the answer is here, because they're taking quality shots. but he's also quality here. It's just
Yeah, they really haven't taken too many shots from zones 2 and 4. Okay. Oh, we got to explain the goal zones again. That shot was borderline 5 right there, but they are quality shots. I just think if they get a little more misdirection. I think there's always been a South Range defender like right in the line they want to shoot in.
Yeah.
Which is causing them to go.
the bend but don't break on
Yeah. No, South Range has done a good job defensively.
it. 5-0.
Ooh.
Fitch is putting it on. Jackson Pockanicky, 3 goals, 2 assists. 15 minutes left in the first.
As much as I'm impressed with Ishmael, I'm also impressed with Jackson Thomas out there for South Range, especially as a freshman.
Now, I feel like it's a little bit of a feeling out process here, too. No one's really making any gambles or taking any gambles. They're just trying to play within the system and make it kind of simple for themselves.
Hey, what, number 8, Stanley Migelski, I think that's how you say his last name for South Range, playing right back. He just jumped up. He almost his feet were almost to the other player's waist. He jumped so high they had that ball away.
I might have caught a foul on that, but he's closer. Oh, he stepped on the ball.
Riel doing a good job finding Simony. Simony or Simone or
Simony.
Yeah.
Is it Solch? What did we say? Souls?
Souls.
He did a great job of sprinting to the line as a forward and making himself the target where he wants the ball to go, instead of just standing and hoping the ball gets to somewhere near him. Yeah. God bless the ball boys and girls here tonight.
Yeah.
They're going to get a workout. How many shots we have for Lakeview already, Dan?
Lakeview has 13 shots. Engel has 8 saves. He's hit his over.
Anyone who's bet him on the over, congratulations. You got paid.
If Naples can do anything, tries Megan. Number 22, Nathan Palucci. But Palucci says nope.
Ooh. I don't.
Assuming they're getting toot for a dangerous play. They're jumping into, is it Carolyn?
I think turning his back is kind of the thing.
Yeah.
I had a huge issue with a referee, 10 years ago, playing against a team in a scrimmage, and that's all they would do is they'd run and just turn and just slam into you.
I remember that. I remember that game.
And I remember I took video of it, sent it to the state, and nothing really happened with us, but I wonder if that referee got reprimanded.
And Palucci again heading that ball away.
That's a tough ask to be able to sprint to get that as a forward.
Yeah. You know, Eckerd for South Range, number 5. He's got some wheels on him too. There's no slouch. It's going to take a better effort than that to get the ball around him. There's one thing about South Range. They're kicking up the Niles, or they're kicking up the Naples. I'm sorry. And it's like a 4-on-1 every time he touches the ball. I think they want to pressure the ball there.
I've never heard that. Well, speaking of pressure and speaking of goals, the earlier in the year result of a 7-1 win was the 3rd largest margin of victory. There's a 7-0 and a 9-1 so far. Did he get him though? Is the question.
He for sure got him.
Did he? That's a foul.
That's a foul, but that's a great job of Eckerd right there. The defender for South Range doing a great job of just bodying Ishmael off the ball. And they gave him the foul.
That's so. And that would be a warning if I'm the ref. Hey,
yeah.
The slide from behind is a no-go.
I think of Dick Wolf every time I hear that.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think South Range is losing a little bit of their midfield because that triangle is pushing off to the side, and when they win it, the forwards aren't really holding up the attack and allowing them to get up in there, and there's no outside mid, so it's those 3 attackers, and they got to learn to kind of play it around because right now, look, Mason's got it. He's got to hold it up and wait for those guys to help out, but no one's really sprinting.
And to be fair, he didn't pick a setup point. He wasn't passing that ball no matter what. That's South Range's 5th shot of the game. Yeah, but you're right. Naples is a good player.
Ooh, I smell popcorn.
So Naples is a good player for South Range, but you got to give him a little bit of help. And I think if you're Lakeview here, you're trying to find Toot. That's apostrophe. Yes, his feet. You got to find him a little bit more to get him more involved. And I think South Range is doing a good job of just taking him out of the game. But Lakeview has many good players out there. Palucci's solid in the back.
Another big score coming in. At halftime, Mooney 1, Norwayne 0.
That's a good score.
And they're missing a couple people. Head coach Matt Britton, not with the team, suffering from a hernia operation, unable to go make the trip, and Angel Alvarez out with an illness. So, let's see who's the one that's going to step up for them here. Oh, I thought that was a for sure goal.
Yeah, Toot. That was a great ball played from Simony over to Toot. He did good strike on the ball. Luckily for Angle, it was in his wheelhouse, and not only did Angle make the save, he didn't give up a rebound on the play either.
And more goals coming from the Howland-Boardman game. Howland up now 3-0 in the second half.
There's Toot again on the ball. Look how fast he is. Carolyn running him down. Oh, that's a handball. That's a handball. That's going to be a red card, right? And a PK.
It looks like they're going to be playing with 10.
Yeah, but holy crap, what a save just before that by Angle. I don't know. I hope this isn't. I didn't catch who the player was for South Range that handballed that, but if I was the player who did that, what are you doing, Tim? I'm walking away. I'm going to put myself with the rest of the team. I'm not.
No, I am blending in with my surroundings.
Yeah, so you can't give him the goal, right? You got to give him the PK here. I'm going to rewind here and see who that was. To be honest with you, I think... Oh, see, they're all running away. Coach Yargo. This isn't his first rodeo. He was just calling his team over.
And that's got to be a tough thing for a referee to be like, I saw someone, but I couldn't see the number.
I think that was Carolyn out there.
Where's the card? Where's the red?
I think he's saying, I don't know who did it.
Yeah, but what do you do in that situation if you can't tell the number of who did it?
I don't know. That's what am I, a doctor? Sorry, I don't know. That is 100%. That's a red cardable offense. That's saving an obvious goal. Not saying it's the wrong play, because.
However, I don't know. Because they're getting the PK. So is it a red card?
Yeah, because if you take someone out from behind, like,
but
a dogzo's.
A dogzo, if they get a PK from it, it's not a dogzo.
What a shot. Brandon Toot, I did not know he was left-footed. Maybe he's both. That man just hit that top left corner bins right there on that free kick. One on that PK, one step in. You cannot give a goalie any sort of tell where you're going with that ball by taking one step like that. And that's why he is the player he is, because he didn't even hit it hard. He just placed that ball to the top corner right there.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that shot.
I am too, and if I'm Lakeview's coach, I want an explanation as to why they didn't give a card. And if they say we don't know what player did it, I'd probably
like enough.
Exactly. I would understand. Inside, I'd understand it, but outside, I wouldn't accept that for a second. And if whoever you are on the, I think it was Carolyn for South Range. I still think he did the right thing.
I don't know.
I know. It's just, it's like a response. You just do it right away. You know, right?
Like a reaction.
Well, we'll keep that replay forever in our back pocket there. Scholl's just
I was going to say,
wide.
if he scores this, they're sending a message. Who's the guy that they reference in NFL games? Their master of the rules.
Mike Tortorella. I was going to say Mike Tortorella, but it's something like that. Sounds like a noodle.
We have our own. We have our own referee, Joe Maltars, who's seen and been around a lot of games and is very well versed here. If only we could get him on the phone to get an explanation for that.
Naples doing a good job winning that ball. Got help in the.
I don't think he wants to pass this, Dan.
No, and that was number 8, Dylan Carpenter for Lakeview. Again, he didn't poke this foot in. He just bodied him off the ball. That's something. And I thought that was, I don't know why. I didn't realize the ball boy was
also wearing the same uniform.
Say, what's going on?
Short player.
Yeah, but if you're a coach there, just watch how Carpenter plays defense there. He just uses his body and literally just takes the ball away without sticking his foot in to win it. That was borderline not a good throw either.
I feel like that's one of the things where, I mean, just get in the field of play.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a breeze.
There is. And there's like, I never realized there's like 5 lines in a 5-yard radius. That would screw me up there on the touchline.
Oh, there's no real time limit there.
Yeah.
And let's say you take a lot of time. It's not like the other team gets the throw. They can either warn you to hurry up, give you a yellow card, or do nothing. Whoever that is, number 13, he's moving.
And number 10 for Lakeview, what is that? Simon, I didn't think he had any chance of getting that ball. That was put in from Scholes. Nick Scholes did a good job of getting that ball in. There's Eckert from South Range doing a good.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Yeah. Lakeview's getting penetration into South Range's defense, but South Range doing a good job of getting back and getting in front of the ball again.
As we said earlier, we want to thank cameraman Gavin Conley. First time behind the camera. Do an absolutely fantastic job, Gavin. Five minutes to go. It's only 1-0. For the amount of shots that they have, you would think that it'd be closer, but
Yeah, throw in here for South Range. Trying to take it quickly. I know South Range said they're playing a 4-3-3, but this looks more like a 4-5-1 with, I think they're just happy to keep numbers back to try to help defend.
yeah.
Carpenter, again, great job on defense for Lakeview.
Is it Mike Pereira?
That's Mike Pereira, yeah. No, it does not at all sound like a noodle.
Every Italian person listening to this is angry.
Yeah. That wasn't Dan. That was Chris that said that. You know, Chris is here.
Chris has piped in here. We got him on the call. We can do that, mind you.
I really thought that there was a one that started with an F and ended with an I.
Like a Fratelli.
That's actually what I was thinking. I played bocce with the guy last name Frabata, Mikey Frabata, and that's all I could think about was his name when you asked me that question.
The great ball in. Just not enough to get to it.
I think that was that Stanley, number 8? Stanley Magnesi? I think he did just enough out there to try to pull Toot back. He kind of interrupted his run right there. I don't know if he was trying to do that, but that was cheeky nevertheless.
It was effective. And as we said not yesterday, whatever day we did our last game, that hitting the crossbar is not considered a shot on goal. Or the post, mind you.
It's got to be inside the frame.
Correct. Either got to be saved or go in the net.
If you're Lakeview here, they're trying a long ball from a long way out. If they can, like Brandon Toot is standing in the middle of the field, if they can find his foot first, and then he can distribute it diagonally, that throws off the timing, and that gives you a better chance of getting shut. You're running towards the goal instead of running away from the goal to try to find the ball.
Absolutely. Well, you got a great eye for this game there, Dan.
Because I can't play it anymore.
Well, speaking of great eyes, we hear that there is a WKBN game of the week coming up next week. Howland at Canfield. Boys, that's going to be an absolutely fantastic game. Chad Kasprinsky's probably going to be on the mic. I'm literally can't wait for it. Literally.
Yeah, literally. There's a couple good games that day.
Yes. Champion
Champion
and
Poland.
yeah.
Oh, Schultz with a great move.
Angle. He just. Oh.
You see that there? Not only did he pick it up, he put his body between the player and the ball.
Remaining in our first half.
He gives it Das Boot.
11 saves in one half.
Yeah, that's
Oh. What?
Ooh.
That was a forearm shiver to the old neck.
I have a feeling this is going to get a little chippy
Oh
now.
yeah, it's good play right. That was a good win back right there by number 20 of South Range. I don't have a number for that.
He's on. Going to get there before the keeper. Ooh, and the keeper takes him out. And I'd have to imagine that that's a card. And a dog
sure.
and a red.
That is a card.
1 minute remaining.
I'm not sure what the. I have no idea what to think anymore. We've seen more keeper plays that are like 50-50 this year than we've other years combined.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know the number to call if I text if I am. But if he's in the box and takes him out and it's a PK, not a dog's owed, no problem. If he's out of the box like he was, being the last person there, that's an automatic red. You're playing with 10 now.
Are we not calling a foul here? Or?
No, I'd have to imagine we do.
He is walking where the ball is.
Yeah, but it looks like there's a lot of confusion going on here.
I mean, I understand that, like, Naples, the ball got played out. It wasn't on goal, but he got taken out after the ball left his foot, which is a foul. That's the foul we're calling. It isn't the play that happened. It was the just afterwards.
Now,
the goalie didn't touch the ball.
I know this isn't justice, but one got away with a possible red card. Didn't get it. They got away with a possible red card.
Are we subbing Naples back on? Because he can't come back in.
No, he cannot.
He has to stay out.
Yeah, as soon as his coaches didn't run on the field, the opposition's coaches ran on the field.
Well, they were signaled onto the field. That's why.
By the referee?
Yeah, he signaled the trainer on. There's been so many. I mean,
controversy.
I would say I believe that should have been a red card for South Range earlier on, the obvious handball inside the box, and that should have been at least a yellow card. And I believe Yargo's now going to win himself a card after everything that just happened. Somebody from South Range is getting a card. Please be specific here.
After a handball in the box, after a goalie taking out a player as the last defender, the person who gets a card is the away coach.
Who's also in the wrong for trying to put Naples back in the game.
Yeah, but I guess my argument, if I'm him, is I didn't come on the field.
And if you're South Range, why do we not? Lakeview has everybody back. Why does South Range have so many people back right now? One's good.
And there's only 56 seconds left in the game in the first half.
Yeah. This is like I don't understand this. Just put these players up in the box. Who are they guarding? Their shadow right now. See what
they have a triumvirate back there.
See what Jackson Thomas can do here.
The yellow post, which is not the crossbar.
That was a crazy play for really not a whole lot of. That whole play, I would have never guessed that the opposing team's coach was going to be the one getting the yellow for trying to put a player on who shouldn't have been on the field after probably a card should have happened there.
Yeah, I'm sure he was. I'm sure some dissent was there.
Oh, 100%. Barnett's got a good leg on it for Lakeview. That's Toot with a fantastic touch right there.
All right, so after it's all said and done, possible red cards on both sides. I even got the graphics lined up that they're playing with 10, but it's a 1-0 game
6,
off a Brandon Toot PK.
2, 1, 0.
I'm sure we're going to have a lot to talk about it. Stay tuned for the second half.
That's the end of our first half tonight. tonight with the score Lakeview 1, South Range nothing. I'd like to remind everyone that our concession stand is open this evening. Our concession stand is located directly under the press box area.
Another chance for a great winner. Look, big winner. Somebody's going to win tonight. Over there? I got you.
Last call for our 50-50 tonight. Last call for 50-50. Our Lakeview boys soccer team will be in action again this Saturday morning, 10 a.m. That's a 10 a.m. start here at Don Richards Stadium. And a reminder that the varsity football team will be in action tomorrow night, 7 p.m. That's 7 p.m. tomorrow night here at Don Richards against Niles.
wants to pick it? You want to pick it? You want to pick it? Yeah. All right, let me mix it up really good. Look, I'm not cheating. Look, it's getting shaken up. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. We're looking. Just one ticket. All right.
Our winning ticket tonight for our 50-50 raffle. On the blue ticket, 579516. 579516, our winning ticket number. If you have that winning number, you can grab the proceeds right here in front of the press box. 579516 on the blue ticket.
Jordan, you gonna dress up tomorrow night? You gonna wear a suit? Your favorite daughter? What?
579516. If you have that winning ticket number, you can pick up the proceeds right in front of the press box here.
Hi, and welcome back to the start of the second half for our boys game of the week between Lakeview and South Range at Lakeview. First half was a very eventful game. Right now, Lakeview finds themselves up 1-0 from Brandon Toot PK. His PK hit top net, left-footed off of, and then besides that goal, there's been, Lakeview had 19 shots in the first half. That's a lot, and they had 12 of those 19 shots on target. I think that gives a 65% shot total percentage, and then likewise for South Range, they had 6 shots total, 3 of them on target. That's 50% there. But the PK that Lakeview got to get the goal there was they took a shot, and South Range's defender stuck his hand up and blocked with his hand, stopping the obvious goal. I don't think the referees could figure out what player that was that stuck his hand up and blocked it. So subsequently, there was no card given. And then towards the end of the half, Naples for South Range was on a breakaway. He kicked the ball wide of the net, and on the follow through, the goalie took him out. South Range got the free kick, but there was no card given. We didn't think it was going to be a red card, but figured there'd be something. And then through the ensuing confusion that happened, South Range's Dan Yargo, the coach for South Range, ended up getting a yellow card. Through all the confusion after that. So Lakeview does a good job. They get a lot of balls forward, but South Range defensively has done a good job of bending when not breaking. We'll see if they can do anything to get Naples some more help up top.
Dan, that was the best example of nutshelling I've ever seen. Congratulations. That was well. But top net.
Top net is the best net.
And my man put it upper 90s on a PK, nice and calm, and there was no doubt about it. No one was getting to that one.
Yeah, if you can it feels weird to say he easily placed it to the top corner.
With pace.
But that's what it looked like. It looked like he passed it exactly right there.
It's like he does that 30 times a day, just puts it in that spot.
Like when you're practicing, you put like a little hoop up in the top. That's all he did was just boop.
If I, looking back at the first half, it looked like South Range was, bailing water, just not allowing them to really get it on frame. Dan, do we have a new keeper in there? No.
No.
Why would you?
No way Engel comes out of that game.
I was going to say, I didn't realize he was wearing blue.
Yep.
But a lighter blue, so it's not an issue.
Yeah, Angle had 11 saves in the first half, so he was very active out there.
Oh,
I don't know if he plays football or not, but he's got an excellent punt. Dominic Morales, he's got a good throw, and we'll see what he can do for
what time you
Lakeview.
got?
39-30. Looking for Brandon Toot. Ishmael with the shot. Ooh. Angle with the save. Good contact. You know, again, they put it in Engle's wheelhouse, and not only does Engle do a good job of saving the ball, he does a fantastic job of not giving up a rebound at the same time. You know, Lakeview has observed patience on the ball, and as I said, they almost give it up, but they've done a good job, and they don't force it, and then they get to that final touch up here, the final ball through. I think I said it earlier in the first half. If they could find two in the middle of the field or somebody else in the middle before they go long, like I said, those diagonal balls, 2 diagonal runs will come in, be much more effective than a straight ball up the field.
Yeah. Dan, you're killing it right now because everything you're saying I agree with, and you know that very rarely happens. So
that might mean I'm wrong. No,
not a chance. More scores coming in. 6-0. Second half. Pitch up.
Caroline played a heck of a ball to Naples there. Now, Naples got converged on as soon as he touched it, but that was an incredible ball in. He almost got it again.
Yeah. Just a little over anxious. I'm noticing that players like to, serve it up on a platter for their teammate. Like, here, go out where I'm passing it. You'll run under, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't see that defender making that run into that area as well. So I would, as a coach, I would say, hey, play more direct, play more to feet, let him trap and get into space.
Naples with the goal. Sorry. Don't mean to stop over you right there. Palucci just got bodied right off. That ball came in. I think it was from a throw-in from Caroline. I think it got knocked over by somebody else, but Naples bodied Palucci off the ball a little bit, and he just had a little toe poke, little boop, right in the back of the net. I think he fooled Corpse. I think Corpse thought he was going wide.
Yeah. Well, I mean, any way it goes in the back of the net, your coach will be happy that it's in there, right? So I think this momentum shift, Lakeview has to be very careful in these next 5 to 10 minutes that they don't let the momentum really get away from them and have South Range score another one.
Yeah, I mean, Lakeview had 19 shots in the first half. None of that means anything because they found themselves tied now.
Yeah. Looks like the coaching staff in frame has the same kind of hand on the face, arms crossed.
That is incredible. They do.
That's a great ball. You take a touch towards and take a shot. It's going to be, if you're going to score, it's got to be something special tonight.
Yeah, and that goal for Naples came from Caroline off a throw-in.
You were almost predicting that.
Yeah, that was a great throw-in. Took a bounce, unfortunate bounce for the Lakeview defender. The first one, Barnett, and then Naples did the rest. I think just so far in this first 4 minutes of the second half, I think South Range has enjoyed more possession in Lakeview's half than it did the entire first half.
Nice little turn there. But it looks like they're outside, either forward, I believe, or outside mid is just a little too close. He needs to stay outside those numbers and give himself that space. Just like that. Had he been wider, he'd be meeting the ball towards the goal and have possession. Instead, he's got to kind of reach outside.
Right.
Just little things that add up to big things.
I still want to see Lakeview get Toot involved more. He's too good of a player to. It's not like he's hiding or anything like that. South Range is doing a good job of keeping him bracketed in, but I think you also just got to try to figure out a way to get the ball to his foot.
And I always think about it like if you have a very good player, you could bracket him, you could man mark him. How do you scheme for someone that's very, very good on the other team? And part of it is just keeping the ball on the outside if he's an inside player and vice versa.
That's very well said, too. Joel's playing it to Toot. Ishmael, it's a good patient build-up.
Carpenter playing it back into Shoals.
Yeah, he just
Gave up a little too much of that ball. That's a good tackle. Opposition doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I looked away for a second. What
That
happened?
was Migelski right there. Came back and gave a forearm shiver. I think I'm overusing that phrase. he hit Ishmael from behind. And Migelski came in. He gave the ball up a little bit. I think he tried hustling back to make a play on the ball, and that was a for sure foul. Again, in my opinion, that's a cardable offense, but my opinion doesn't mean anything.
Not today. Well, to everyone listening, it does, Dan. To me, it does. Now, is that Simony on the ball?
Yeah, Simony on the ball. This is going to be, again, you got a goalie Angle's ability. This is going to be a tough.
He's a little narrow on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when he took his run up, he kind of cut off his angle. That's maybe he tried super curving it, like inside the foot curve. That's probably why I did that. But
got to get up and over it, maybe.
It was something that South Range did is Carolyn, the defender number 25, he was playing center back. They put him out at right back. Start second half. Maybe they're trying to get him involved a little bit more in the offense.
And I don't know, after seeing Toots PK, I might have wanted to have him take that shot. I'm sure that obviously Simony during practice has probably put a couple in the back of the net for him to be able to have that opportunity. You said it earlier too, Angle, he better kick for the football team. Yeah. My man's got a cannon.
He does. Looking for Simony again. Angle's coming out. I can't say it enough. Not only is he lively in the back and he makes good saves, he doesn't give up any rebounds. And that's just as hard to do.
And he's intimidating. I think that if I'm running up against that, you could have the ball, sir. I'll get the next one.
Yeah, he's a big body coming at you. Well, if he would go up and just yell "keep" really loudly, like an old school keeper, that'd be the most intimidating thing.
Part like the Red Sea.
Yeah, have a freight train coming at you. See with Naples, see if he...
Lots of numbers up. He's got people near side here. Oh, just behind him. That's another one, too. If that outside mid isn't making that sprint up and getting that through ball, he needs to stop and stay square and collect that ball instead of just kind of jogging with the defender.
Right.
Didn't give Naples a lot of space to get him the ball.
There's Scholes again. Ecker doing a good job slowing him down just enough. Again, great job from Ecker defending.
Simony. There we go. We got a confirmation on a name.
Probably someone listening. They probably said it loud on purpose.
They're like, those guys are messing up.
And if that is the case, thank you.
Correct.
Barnett, that was an errant pass. A good outlet.
Some quick feet there, just not quick enough. Not a lot of pressure.
I apologize. South Range is number 20. I do not have a number. He's played a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a name to go with that number. Same thing with 16 of South Range.
The final over at Boardman. Howland 4-0 over Boardman boys.
Great step in right there from South Range.
Oh, we caught a cramp. I don't think that's a foul.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think it was a foul either. I hope he didn't hurt his knee. Hurt.
Correct. Dan, can you see the clock?
30-45. They haven't stopped it yet.
Okay. I think he just caught a cramp a little Charlie horse as he was running. It's a good sign he's up and moving.
Do you remember the first time you got a cramp? I got it in my calf. And
Same. I can
couldn't
tell you exactly where, too.
Yeah, and mine was at Struthers at Valley Sports. But I kicked the ball. I felt like a little pull. And then the very next play, I took a shot again. And as I shot it, it cramped on me, and I had no idea what was going on. I was scared. Why are we not stopping it? It's weird that the clock isn't up and stopped.
Yep, and it looks like blue kicks somehow. He said that he gave him the old chicken wing.
Yeah. Again, Lakeview here, they South Range has everybody back. There's no reason. You can keep 2 back, put the other 2 up. Get some numbers in there because this is definitely going to be a cross in.
Okay, and we're subbing on a free kick. Ooh, that could have been something very nice.
Yeah. That was definitely something they worked on at practice.
Is that number 3? Or is that a 9er up there?
That's Beal. Briel.
I think
That's a 9er.
he was keeping his eye on the angle.
What a great ball.
Nice left-footed in, but it's not there. I mean, 1-1 tie, Dan.
Yeah.
Who are we thinking for the player of the game?
If it continues like this, it's Angle.
Yeah, I agree.
No doubt. All right. Angle even showing he can do a possessive punt there.
Yeah, put it right on him.
On the money to Naples. Great step in by Briel.
That's a good ball in, but he's going to have some help. He's got 4-on-1 here.
Eckert doing a great job defensively again, just doing enough to help it, letting his team come back to help him.
Yeah, that looks like a college level play of just, you know, using your body and not really having to poke in at it. That's great defense by Eckert.
I think South Range has proven that they can match speed for speed with Lakeview going forward. If you're Lakeview, you got to get a little more creative with your numbers going forward with your balls.
Now, if you have looked at the game today and said, hey, it was a 7-1 game last time, probably going to be something close this time. Dan got attacked by a light. Is that a lantern fly? What is that?
I have no idea, nor do I see it.
It flew out. But geez, is that what I look like at Crestview? Because that's awesome.
Yes.
That's not going to go out.
Corner
kick. But what I was going to say, I'm sorry, I got distracted, is that, 7-1 the first time. It's 1-1 now with 27 minutes to go. When does the little bit of dread and a little bit of anxiety kick in for you that, hey, we should be scoring more here?
Yeah, when's the happen? I think it happened when they let in that goal. There's the Angle coming out and gobbling that up. You get 19 shots in the first half. You think everything's fine, everything's clicking, then you got a goalie who's as good as Angle in net, and South Range ties it up. Now you're thinking, what do we got to do to get past this guy?
I think that if I'm the coach, I like what they did that first time. I don't know, first time if you want to call it that. That little redirect where you pull the goalie out and try to pass it.
Mm-hmm.
That's some speed there.
Yeah. You know who you're not getting past, though, is Eckert. Not only did he get it out, it's a throw-in, not a corner.
Correct. Throwing his name into the hat for
Steel Valley Soccer's player of the game.
Santa says so, but not only is South Range playing a high line, but they also have speed to go with that. That's a tough nut to crack if you're an opposing team.
Yeah, I think that if you're going to beat him, it's got to be a shot inside the box, and he's got to have no shot at it whatsoever.
When's the last time you saw a goalie throw it out like that? It used to be all the time.
Mm-hmm. The other thing, Dan, if it was 7-1 the first game, how'd that happen? Because he's playing phenomenal right now.
They must have figured something out with their defense.
Yeah. So far, this has been a very good game. I do not envy the referee's job here because he's had some difficult calls to make.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything that's truly affected the game. Red card-ish.
The red card play could have because they'd been playing one less man.
And
I think it would have been a very good defender that got it.
And it probably wasn't a red card the other way against Lakeview because the ball was going towards the corner. But as it said, Solch said, nope, you can have that one. I know where I can hear your footsteps.
Yeah.
I don't want any part of this.
And something else, Ishmael in the second half for Lakeview really hasn't played a big of a factor as he did in the first half. I think that's really affecting Lakeview's going forward. be honest with you.
Yeah, we have another final coming in. We have Mooney boys beating Norwayne, and if you don't know Norwayne, they were a state Final Four a couple years ago, if not last year. So
And is that Orwell, right? Orwell,
jeez. Yes,
Okay.
but without Angel Alvarez and without head coach Matt Britton, so quick recovery for him, but also it's a very good result for Mooney.
Coach Matt Britton is probably like, look what you guys did to me. You guys did this to me. Good to see Miguelski checking back into the game for South Range after he got that cramp. Hopefully downed a couple packets of mustard out there. Which I love mustard. I can just eat mustard straight up like that. So
I hate mustard.
that explains a lot. You put ketchup on your steak.
No.
Okay.
I put it off to the side and dip it. No, I'm joking.
Well done. Thomas with a fantastic ball to Naples. Naples laying it back off to him.
They're getting numbers up.
If you're South Range at this point in the game, I think you just got to build up to create moments for yourself. It doesn't have to be every single time. I think you just bend, and then take your moment and go forward as a whole.
Play conservative till it's time not to.
Right, because I think the defense we see in front of us, unless Lakeview scores a goal, and throw that plan out the window. But
I at one point, we'll wait let this play roll out. But at one time I ran like a 6-3-1 or whatever the math is on that.
I remember that.
And it was to keep the score close against a state-ranked, undefeated team. And 5 minutes in, we let in a PK, and that whole thing had to be scrapped. One of my least favorite games to coach. Good ball by Toot.
Very good ball.
He's got to keep his momentum. The more he slows down, the more help comes. And nice physical play. Standing their ground. We saw them in pregame doing a little bit of team defending with Coach Dan Yargo off to the side. It's been effective. They're doing a great job.
And I've never seen a warm-up like that before. I'm not saying it was wrong. It's just I've never seen it.
I don't want to jinx him. Maybe I'll unjinx the jinx here, but what if it's just some slow dribbler that happens to he misses his focus for 1 second?
Yeah, he
it goes
bends
off
down
his
and pick
knee.
the ball up and he kicks it.
Yeah. Seen that before this year.
Barnett. Oh, what a. If Barnett was trying to do that, well done. Give
This
and
is
go.
a great build-up play for Lakeview.
Ethan Phelps laying it back across. Eckert says, nah. South Range's back line to me feels like a throwback line. They got speed, physicality, the whole package, and Engel comes out. Tell you what, when you're good, it seems like luck seems to find you. He came out the first time he made any sort of mistake where he couldn't hold on to it. First to the ball again.
Some call it luck. Some call it he's probably trained that a couple times.
Oh, for sure. It's like the tip drill.
Oh,
First on the ball.
But no, I'm with you on that. Sometimes the ball rolls the wrong way. Sometimes it doesn't. I do believe that the center midfield for Lakeview is just kind of getting missed in the attack.
Oh, they've been bypassing it this whole entire second half.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that was a little bit.
He's just
it was close.
Yeah. Hey, he's there. He's got the better line than we do. Better eyes, probably. I can't see a thing.
What are you gonna do when you get old, Tim?
Dan, that is the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Assuming I'm not already old. Thank you.
Well,
That's a goal kick.
I thought it was a goal kick as well. I think they're giving him a corner. I thought.
If I'm the center referee, how do you overrule your guy that's right there calling it? Well, he's talking to him on the headset, which I believe that every referee crew should have a headset. But here we go for another corner for Lakeview. There it was, just a scotch over his head.
That's Lakeview's 25th try-out goal of this game.
Under 20 minutes to go here if you're just tuning in. Coming home from maybe your game at 5 o'clock. 1-1, South Range and Lakeview. Lakeview getting the PK and Brandon Toot putting in upper 90s. If you'll want to check that one later, I guarantee we'll put it on our socials. And South Range, Mason Naples, toe poking one in to level it off in the second half.
Off a throw-in.
Yeah.
Nevertheless.
I do believe that South Range was ready to go second half. They were kind of killing it. And right now, ooh. Yeah,
that's a ping pong right there.
That's a foul on Toot. That might be a little bit of frustration not being included into the into the fray as much as he's used to.
One down, got just under 19 minutes left in this game. You know, it's a tale of two teams here. It's Lakeview. They were overly dominating in the first half, and South Range in the second half. They're not dominating, but did he just take that ball to the face?
To the neck, I think.
Oh,
that's
South Range has done a much better job. They pulled their line back a little bit, but they're still clogging up the middle, really making it a tough drug for Lakeview to get the ball forward. You can see they're trying to line up these balls into the outside.
Oh, Ethan Phelps had a nice little one touch there.
He's had a couple nice one touches in from the outside in.
If they just get some patience and some whiff. Look, no one is. They're all inside the numbers.
I said Ishmael was a force to be reckoned with in the first half.
Off the yellow post.
I believe that was a corner as well.
But it was off his hands.
Yep.
Man, you've got great eyes. I didn't see that. Although I also have a little bit of a window in front of me.
That's what it is.
Yeah, we'll call it
It's
that.
almost like I can see better than Stevie Wonder, and it's like, yeah, we know.
Fair statement.
A little bit deep. Oh, the double. There it is. I think that's Palucci there. No, that was Barnett. That was Barnett hitting the redirect header in. Fantastic job. Ishmael playing a long corner kick in. I didn't get to see who headed that ball across, but that's a hard thing to do as a defender and as a goalie out there. When the ball gets headed back across the face of goals, because you lose your man who you're by. You're ball watching as it comes in, and as your goalie, you're getting set for that first initial header, and he slid that thing across. Barnott's his name. I called him Barnett the whole time. Sorry, man.
I'm not saying I predicted that one because it definitely didn't. But the redirect is what you had to do to beat this keeper tonight. Anything directly at him, he was gobbling.
Yeah. I'm trying to see who played that ball in.
Now this is exactly where you want to be if you're Lakeview. You're up now. You got the momentum. Who was it?
Brandon Toot.
Brandon Toot with a goal and an assist. I believe him has put his name in the hat for the player of the game. Right now, he's the leader in the clubhouse. Ishmael trying to do his best, but unable to find someone on his team there.
Now, if you're South Range, this changes things up quite a bit because before you could pick your moments to go forward, but now you're going to have to push forward more often.
Yeah, you got to force it a little bit more.
Funny, both teams are thinking it's going to be their kick.
I don't know if I 100% agree with that one, but
yeah, they both kind of did a little bit of it.
Yeah, who do you call there?
Yeah. Morales with the throw here.
I think South Range is trying to play possession, trying to do it, but a little bit of fatigue is setting in.
Yes.
Nice ball across.
Yeah, if you're Lakeview here, you find yourselves up 2-1 now, 15 minutes left to go in the game, and I would not be satisfied. I'd be trying to get another one and give yourself a little bit of breathing room because South Range, the Mason Naples showed it doesn't take much for them to get a ball in the back of the net.
Absolutely, well said. Good stick.
Brielle's done a good job. Yeah, Lakeview center mids are very good. Brielle, Toot, Ishmael, very skilled.
And I feel like this is where teams struggle, is when you have possession, you have a little bit of space, and you got to make a good ball.
Mm-hmm.
The shame of it is that Angle, if the scoreline stays, won't get the player of the game, but he had a heck of a game today.
Oh, he for sure did.
Took a PK and a redirected header.
Yeah. If I was South Range, I'd have waited for Carolyn to come up and take that throw in and see if they can, as he comes right now, try to recreate that magic they did earlier.
Have you ever had a player go on like this and you're like, wait, go in for somebody else. You're already on the field. You got to go in for this guy instead of the guy who has the ball in his hand and is about to score.
Yep. Yes, that normally happens when you have someone standing on the line for a long time ready to go in.
You lose track of them being there.
Yep. Your South Range here, push more people up. You got three defenders back there marking nobody.
Not just that, but you also got to tell them, hey, when we get up, that's the spot where you got to give all your energy.
Yeah.
You can kind of hang back when the ball's in the midfield and we're struggling to get defenders out there, but yeah.
A ping pong ball going right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're miles offside. But yeah, that was a smart play by the defender, going back to your keeper, trusting him with the ball at his feet.
It's Angles. We'll count that as a save right there. It's a 16th save of the game.
My man puts 60-yard kick on a rope.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's not committed anywhere yet, Oh, nice try. Who was that?
Absolutely.
Who was that? I couldn't.
Left-footed. You're asking me for a number. Solch, maybe? Was that number 1? It was 10. Simony. Hey. Thanks for trying to make me feel better about my bad.
The 28th try at net there for Lakeview?
I believe you were saying before it went out is that if he is not committed anywhere, someone, college watching right now, you need a keeper.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the frame for it. He's got the hands for it. He's got the aggression for it.
And he's ready right now. You don't have to sit him behind anybody unless you have somebody great, but he's ready to play stat.
And the thing is and I know that he's kind of getting bombarded a little bit here in the second half, but a little bit in the first too, but he is focused. He's always ready. He's always on his line. He's not kind of one of those where he gets lost kind of daydreaming in the middle of a game. He hasn't had the opportunity really to, but still.
There's a 65-yard goal kick. See if Naples can put him under pressure a little bit there. Palucci doing a great job of coming back and just being safe and getting it out. Little miscommunication there from South Range.
Yeah. Neither team's really subbing a lot. They have about 13 players that have gotten in the game. 14 up tops.
You know, and Range has like I said, I think half the roster is freshmen. Was that Toot? Toot is. He's got great vision out there.
We're going to say that's a great dummy ball by the South Range. Never mind. Did you think he touched it, Dan?
I couldn't tell.
I don't think
he
he
swung
did,
and
but
missed, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to be much arguing, so.
Correct. That's what that. Nice feint to the left. Poked out.
I thought that was South Range's ball there that time.
A long throw in this field is dangerous. Everyone's just leaning back a little bit. If they get over the ball, this is going in the back of the net.
Yeah, they probably think that they know what kind of effort it's going to take to beat Angle back there. So I think they're just they're overthinking it, I bet.
That is the thing, the psychological effect that you can have if you're saving a lot and always there. Feels like there's 3 of the keepers in front of you. Again, that redirected kick, that corner kick was a great example of how to beat that, but that's hard to do. And the ball.
That was a good patient play right there from Thomas.
And that's what they need. They need this right here. String 4, 5, 6 passes together.
They moved the Eckert up here a little bit. He's got great speed, great physicality. Naples with a great layoff. Poked it.
Oh, just wide.
I don't know if he poked it, but it was Lakeview's defender.
Referee says it was Lakeview's defender.
That's South Range's first corner of the game.
Who's that taking it, Dan?
Jackson Thomas. A little bit long, just going over, just past everybody. That'll be a throw-in for Lakeview. Did I lie?
Did.
Okay.
Someone must have hit it.
Yeah, I thought that somebody was South Range. I want to know how much Scholes has ran out there, because that man's put a lot of miles in this game.
Just enough of a bump.
Yep. I wouldn't have called anything there, but it was very close.
And I was going to say, that defender's going outside. There's no way he will come back into the middle. Oh, take a touch. He probably had one in him.
For the first time ever, I'm writing more shots than what we have spots. That's
What is that for?
31st attempted goal there for Lakeview.
How many on target? Do you have want to get a calculator out?
1, 2. 16 on target.
That's impressive. That's what, 14 saves?
15. 16. They have, did I say 15 or I don't know anymore.
Well, they have 2 goals. No,
they have 2. You're right.
Yes,
You're
they
right.
have 2 goals.
That's
Sorry.
my fault. I was thinking it was still 1-1. Eckert did a great job of winning that ball in the back.
I like this play here. Playing to someone who is stationary, showing them your front numbers, checking to the ball instead of running away from it, because it's really hard to put a great ball on someone with the proper pace.
Right. And we're looking at prospective players for players to watch for All-Star Game. And I haven't seen either of these 2 teams this year. And there's a lot of players I think that are very good.
Yeah, definitely in the conversation. I believe 2 is the only one on the field that has already made players to watch. Usually,
that was, oof. That could have hurt a lot.
I bet you it did.
Oh, yeah. And Naples has his knee wrap, but it almost looks like I got stitches on my knee wrap, not a, I got structural damage on my knee.
Yeah. Like a brush burn almost.
Just like when we're at Howland, we have the C-130 just flying overhead, getting a free view at the game from overhead.
I think you have to pay for it, but you can do a flyover.
Okay.
Of the game.
Colton Elliott out there. He's a freshman for Lakeview. Getting some good minutes out there.
That's a very good takeover.
Ishmael's a very cheeky player, and this is...
We've seen this before.
Oh, yeah. It's like hack-a-shack season. I understand that play has a place in this game, but I never liked it just because I've seen many players just get
their
chopped
ankles
down like a tree. Yeah.
I do think in this instance, though, I like... Oh, there goes our bodyguard. The grasshopper that's like 3 inches long.
Yeah, we had a grasshopper right outside of our door that we called our bodyguard. And just took her right off. See if bring it down.
Be able to try to bring it down. That was pretty. That was the right play too. I don't think a header would have been challenging enough.
And Engel just kicked that ball 50 yards, and he was very upset with himself.
Miss hit. Fitch beating Harding tonight, 8-0 on their senior night, I believe.
Barnott just had like a karate sidekick there, getting that ball away. That was athletic.
I mean, these are good moves. This is nice stuff, but he is just wearing himself out right now. That's not a foul.
That's not a foul, yeah.
He's definitely not a foul. I think that's I just ran 50 yards with all these moves. I'm super tired. I got to pretend like I need a minute to myself. Oh.
Handball there. My man's keeping a whistle in his pocket.
We had that perfect look there. It was just a scotch off. Not senior night, teacher appreciation. Thank you, Dave.
Some of these parents, you can hear them yelling, "Come on, man.
Come on, man." I just wonder. We wonder why referees don't want to ref games.
Yeah.
It's a couple games that we've ref this year. It's just a constant bombardment of yelling at them for no matter what call it is.
Schultz, he's played hard. That man, I want to see him get a goal. I also don't want to see another one get scored on Engel, but Schultz has done a great job out there just wreaking havoc the entire game. Doesn't have any points to his name to account for it, but been a very effective piece. And I was,
Yeah, a little bit over 2.5 minutes to go here in the game. 2-1.
Lakeview's 5th corner of the game. At this time, if you're Lakeview, you're okay keeping 4 defenders back on nobody.
Mm-hmm. Now that you're up.
There's Toot again. Brandon Toot. Fantastic. He headed that ball, I think. He headed that ball at his waist. Not only did he head that ball, he directionally headed that to the corner. South Range almost did what they did in the first half. They had a player on the post. They almost cleared that ball out. Unfortunately, came in a little bit too much heat for the defender. Great header. Brandon Toot now finds himself with 2 goals and 1 assist on the game.
Yeah, I think he just solidified his player of the game status. Barring something crazy in the last 2 minutes. But kids watching at home, you want to be able to head the ball. Sometimes you can't get your leg around, your hips around, you're at the bad angle. Getting down a little bit and almost a diving header, putting it where you need it.
Yeah, and he almost did the cliche thing where you say you put your head through the paper, you hold the paper and put your head through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what he did, just at his waist.
It's called fundamentals.
Yeah. That was a great ball in from Simony. Great job. That was a fantastic ball in. You know, sometimes the player, you can do everything right as a defender, and the other team just makes a play, and you got to tip your hat to him.
And I think the best part for that goal was we were talking about how he was kind of getting lost in the second half.
Yeah.
They were bypassing him. He wasn't getting involved. You wanted to see him get involved.
Yeah.
I think you even said that. Has a goal and assist in the second half to go with his PK goal.
I think a fan, as he headed it, yelled "toot."
Yes.
They saw what was about to happen.
I want to know. He was being man marked, but I don't know if it's just more speed than the other player. But
Yeah.
he was able to get there, and that was a great goal.
One minute remaining.
Time of the game where the ball boys get the most work. If there's 1 minute left to go and you're up 2, just boot it as far as you can a couple times.
Yeah, as a ball boy, you rush to get the ball in just for the half, for the one team to just take their time to throw it in. Yeah, if you're South Range here, 30 seconds left, you're down 3-1. This is, although we didn't see the first game that was 7-1, this is a much improved result. They were in this game. It took a couple Herculean efforts from Lakeview to really find the back of the net off of 2 corner kicks. So Lakeview scored all 3 goals from set pieces. How often do we see that? All 4 goals in the game were from set pieces. 1 off of a throw-in, 2 corner kicks, and a PK.
Yeah. And Dan, you took the words out of my mouth. If you're South Range, this is definitely something to build on. This is definitely a better game than you did the first time. It's going to be a 3-1 final with our player of the game, Brandon Toot, with 2 goals and an assist to his name. Any parting words, Dan?
Sign Angle if you're a college, if he's not already committed. Get it done ASAP.
No arguments here. You're absolutely right. For Tim Walsh, Dan Conley, and Gavin Conley doing a great job. His first time. You see him, you know him, thank him. He did absolutely fantastic today. Chris, you're fired. Have a good night, everybody.